The long winter hiatus has ended and Chicago Fire Season 13 continues on Wednesday, January 8. The winter premiere is the 9th episode of the season, and it's called A Favor. It's great news that NBC is returning to regular programming following the holiday break. It's also exciting that January 2025 is packed with new content for the One Chicago shows. When we last saw the Chicago Fire cast, Christopher Herman, played by David Eigenberg, and Randy Mouch McHolland, Christian Stolt, were taking tests to get promoted. Herman has his eyes on the former seat of Chief Wallace Bowden, while Mouch wants to become a lieutenant before he retires. Chicago Fire Season 13, Episode 9 Synopsis. Cruz's past comes back to haunt him. Severide prepares to teach an arson class at the academy. Mouch searches for a victim's next of kin. Reads the full synopsis for the Chicago Fire winter premiere. Below is an image of Mouch in action during the new episode. As a reminder, Chicago Fire's new episode arrives on January 8. Kelly Severide returns to Firehouse 51. The Chicago Fire fall final was missing Kelly Severide, played by Taylor Kinney. The firefighter was not in the last episode, but is back for the winter premiere. Severide's got some fire inspection boondoggle in Michigan. Joe Cruz, Joe Minoso, told Tony, Anthony Ferreras, and Cap, Randy Fleigler, in the fall final. Later, Stella Kidd, Miranda Ray Mayo, told Violet Mikami, Hanako Greensmith, that Severide was doing good in Michigan before she said, he's decided to come back a little early, which, of course, I'm happy about. Early has arrived, as Severide immediately has an episode with a primary storyline. One of the most compelling storylines in A Favor revolves around Randy Mouch McHolland, who is determined to secure a lieutenant's position before retirement. Christian Stoltz's beloved character has always been a steady presence in the firehouse, but now he's stepping into a leadership role, something long overdue. The episode synopsis teases that Mouch will be searching for a victim's next of kin, suggesting a deeply personal and emotional mission. Given Mouch's history of compassion and dedication, this storyline could push him into uncharted emotional territory. Will this case remind him why he became a firefighter in the first place, or will it make him question whether he's ready to hang up his gear for good? Fans will also be watching closely to see if his promotion finally comes through, with Herman, David Eigenberg, also vying for a higher rank. Specifically Bowden's former position, the firehouse could be in for a major shift in dynamics. Cruz's past comes back to haunt him. Joe Cruz, Joe Minoso, has had his fair share of struggles over the years, from personal losses to career setbacks. Now it seems his past is catching up with him in a big way. The synopsis hints at a ghost from his earlier days resurfacing, leaving fans to wonder, is this a former friend turned foe? An old mistake coming back to bite him, or perhaps a family-related crisis? Given Cruz's history with his late brother Leon and his deep loyalty to his firehouse family, this storyline could test his resilience in unexpected ways. Will he lean on Tony and Cap for support, or will he try to handle it alone, risking everything in the process? Severide's return and new challenges. Kelly Severide, Taylor Kinney, is back, and his absence in the fall finale left fans speculating. Though Stella assured everyone he was doing good in Michigan, his early return suggests that something or someone pulled him back to Chicago sooner than expected. Now, Severide is set to teach an arson investigation class at the academy, a role that could reignite his passion for detective work. Given his history with OFI and his natural instincts for solving fires, this could be a major turning point for his character. Could this lead to a more permanent shift in his career, or will it remind him why he belongs in the field with his team? The image released of Severide in the winter premiere shows him in a quiet moment, suggesting introspection. Has his time away given him a new perspective? And how will this affect his relationship with Stella, especially as she continues to thrive in her own leadership role? The firehouse dynamic shifts. With Herman and Mouch both pushing for promotions, the hierarchy within House 51 may be in flux. Herman has always been a steady, if occasionally hot-headed, leader, but stepping into Bowden's shoes would be a massive responsibility. Meanwhile, Mouch's potential promotion could mean a bittersweet farewell if he decides retirement is next. Additionally, the return of Severide and the ongoing evolution of Stella's role as lieutenant ensure that the firehouse remains a place of growth and change. How will these shifts impact the team's cohesion, especially when faced with a major emergency?